Okay, we're going to Coach Cornelsen is here, MVP, Jaylon Jimmerson, Kavian Gaither, and Hunter Watson. We're going to open up with a statement from Coach to start, and then have questions for the student athletes. Let the student athletes leave. Finish with questions for Coach. So, Coach.
Yeah, just proud of these guys. Again, I've said it for 2 weeks, it feels like, on all the interviews. I mean, these guys wanted to play. It was 10 wins. It was finishing the job. In the transition, there's a lot of guys that could have pushed that easy button that there is in college football now, and none of them did, and that's what happened. So just proud of these guys. Can't say enough about this team, what they accomplished this year. To come out and do that, just a great start on defense once again. Offense, when we, at moments, came up with some big plays, had a couple opportunities. I think we could have put it out of reach a little bit earlier, but everybody kept battling. We knew they were going to bounce back and keep coming. They're a good team, so just proud of these guys.
Questions for student athletes. Go ahead.
Yeah, just for both Kavian and Jaylon. What was it kind of like getting this team back out there to defense one more time and getting that 10th win in that first bowl appearance?
It means a lot. Just go get one more. But glory to God. But obviously Cap leads our defense. So whatever we follow him, we lead by him. And all we want to do is get this 10th win. We want to make history, make history, and just keep putting our head down, and that's who we are. We're grimy. We're gonna fight to the end. That's who we are, and just keep pressing forward.
Yeah, I think it seems like it almost went by in the blink of an eye, And for this last game, I know there was a lot of controversy with the head coach and things of that nature. So I think whenever I seen people not opt out the bowl and everything, that meant a lot to us seniors, especially our last year, that we wanted to get this dub. We want to play with our brothers that we started with, It's truly a blessing being up here with all these people. You know what I'm saying? And, yeah.
Go ahead.
This question is for Kavian and Jaylon. 5 takeaways tonight. 5 takeaways versus phenomenal defense. What was, were there different things that you all did on defense tonight as opposed to the previous game? Or y'all just stuck with the same? Just the same formula that you all had all season?
Man, at the end of the day, it just comes down to us doing our job. Whether we don't change up a lot of things. We may add little wrinkles here and there. But at the end of the day, it's about us doing our job, doing our 111th. And I think we all did that today, and we knew what was upstate for today.
But
Jaylon, obviously it's the school's first bowl win in program history. What does that mean to you that y'all were able to do that here at the New Orleans Bowl?
It means everything to leave a legacy here, and then for the guys to have more years to come. This is the standard what we set. Y'all can be just as good as us and do the same thing next year. But it means everything. Just do the first one in school history. It means everything. And to me personally, to do it in your home state and to come back and play for Sam, and then coming over here and win, that means everything to get the 10th win.
go ahead.
Another question for Hunter. They kicked the field goal to make it 21-19, and y'all went on that 88-yard drive. Just kind of what happened before that and during that? What were y'all seeing that equal defense that y'all scored?
We just went out there and we just did our job like Jay Jim said, and we just went out there and trusted in our coaches, and I trusted in my receivers to make plays, and we took the most of the opportunity.
Sir.
Jaylon, I want to say the first offensive play for them, you were able to jump in, get the pick 6. How important was that to you to not only get the end zone, but get the team up to a 7-0 lead kind of before the game really got going?
It means everything. Just any way we can help the offense to get on the board, that sparks our as a unit. Everybody gets us going fast, and then two, just to get on the board. Go up 7-0 first play. That means a lot, and then two, that's energy that you bring. It brings life not only to us but our fan base and all that. But like I said, Coach Cass called a great play. I seen the split. Like I've been seeing it all week, and so like it was basically clockwork for me. So therefore, I just wanted to make a play for my team and do my job. That's exactly what you said. Like KG said, do our job. And Coach Cass don't let the plays come to you. Don't go searching for plays.
I got a question for Hunter Watson there. You went 23 for 28 tonight. That's a heck of a game. And at one point, you went on a 13-pass streak of completion. What does that mean to you to have such a great game, and especially with the running game being so hot and being able to make plays with your arms?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's just having trust in my teammates, trust in my receivers, trust in my O-line to block, and trust in my coaches to make the right call, which they did every single time. I just had to go out there and do my job and get the ball in their hands and let them work.
Go ahead, sir.
Hunter, back at you again. You know, a year ago you won a JUCO national championship, and today you won the Orleans Bowl, just team's first FBS bowl. Just kind of what does that feel like to you?
It's a blessing for sure. It's definitely a blessing, and I'm just so happy to do it with all my brothers and everything that we had to go through this off season and during the season, practicing at a high school and doing all that kind of stuff. So it means everything just to be out there and be able to do it with my brothers one last time.
This for Hunter. Over the season, your relationship with Simeon Evans has really grown. A lot of pressure for him. Just kind of talk about him and also the receiver core and how your relationship has been and grown throughout the season.
Me and Simeon just kind of built a connection. He always stayed after practice. He was one of those guys that would stay after practice. We would get throws in, and we would always work. My whole receiving core, I mean, just getting the ball in their hands and letting them go do their thing is really what the game plan is and what we try to do the most. But Simeon is a great player. I mean, he's phenomenal, and just being able to get him the ball and let him do his thing is what we kind of do.
Gentleman hat.
Jaylon, you were named MVP. You were visibly emotional. Can you just speak on those emotions?
Yes. A lot of people don't know, but I have a past. 2020, I lost over 50 people to COVID, family and friends, and like it took me in a dark place, and I didn't know if I wanted to play football anymore, honestly. But my family kept me together, and just like the journey I had to get here, and then my grandma, and then I lost my brother earlier this year as well. It's been a very emotional ride, but my God, he can't give me anything I can't handle, or too much to handle. So I kept my faith in him, even though I'm hurting. I kept my faith. My guys kept my faith in me, and then too, I talked to him yesterday. I talked to God yesterday, and then I wrote something down that I want to share with y'all. Verse. Excuse me.
Good. Good, brother.
He said, I always write, I like to manifest. Just speaking existence, the more you say it, the more you say it. But I said, be unforgettable. How do you want to be remembered for? Play fast and have fun. Tomorrow you be that kid who always dreamed of being great. And like, it's the end of the day, it's a kid's game. They don't last forever, but the people you do it with, that's a memory that lasts forever. And this will always be a dream of mine. Not a dream, but like a dream come true. Like just get a 10th win with these guys, and then we did everything we said we was going to do. We was going to go out and get a ring, and that's exactly what we did. We were going to get 10+ wins. And I just want to thank Coach Cohen for just really believing in us and just staying the course. There was a lot of going, like coaches leaving and all that, but we stayed the course. We all believe, and that's the main thing. As long as those people in that room believe, that's all we can accomplish anything. But it's an emotional day for us all, not just me. Because in the day, like y'all talking about me MVP, but like Coach, he an intern. He had to take over first head job and then get a win, then do it history. Like honestly, he's the real MVP. Honestly, it's everybody. Everybody played their part. It's not just about me today. It's about all of us, the community and Cats. And I love the Bearkat community. I love it with the bottom of my heart. But yeah, thank you.
Let's take up two more.
Did you say that this was your home state?
Texas is my home state. Texas is my home state. But to deal with the people, well, yeah, I'm sorry.
No, you're
Yeah. Good.
I think you came in during the transition, you were kind of part of that team. I think it was 6-5 that year. You weren't able to redshirt. You kind of, it's right after transition. What is it like kind of in your Bearkat career here, as the RL carry champion?
Man, it's it's kind of crazy looking back. You know, I didn't even know if I was gonna have the opportunity to play Division I football, and I think whenever I was looking for a place, Sam Houston was there. They were the only one communicating with me. I had a couple other offers, but Sam Houston was the one who really they showed that they wanted me, and I questioned my parents, and I was like, man, I don't know, like I questioned the university, and but I ended up coming here, and honestly, like I wouldn't have wanted to go any other place. Like I've met lifelong friends here. I've been around a great culture. I've been around great coaches, and this university has definitely. I can't even put it into words, honestly. Like just everything this university has done for me, the people around me, my teammates, the coaches. Yeah, it's a blessing, truly. I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Any other questions for student athletes? Jaylon, thank you, Coach. Any questions for Coach? Go ahead.
Yeah, it was the first time. It's a little different. I mean, organization in between series is kind of the biggest thing. You know, there's times I was trying to pay attention to what was going on in case there's something that need to be made, but just being able to lay it down in front of you and write. It's not as big a deal. You know, you can see in the press box a lot better, but with the iPads in between series, you get to see what's going on anyway. You know, so. It didn't seem like it was too big of a reach for me today. You know, I wasn't sure, you know, going into it, but it wasn't bad.
Go ahead.
You know, a lot of stuff's been happening with the football program here. Just what's it mean to be able to stay focused as we get that 10th win, become, you know, full champions and kind of
Yeah, I mean, it says a lot about the character of these kids. I mean, I mentioned it earlier. There's such an easy button in college football with the transfer portal, and the easy button is not getting in the transfer portal. The easy button is getting in the transfer portal and then not finishing it out. And, you know, there's circumstances maybe that call for that. But, you know, I just ask these guys, like, listen, we know there's a transition. Some guys are going to want to jump in and see what's out there. You can do both, you know. You can do both. You can go take a visit if you need to. When you're here, let's go to work, let's train. But you guys deserve, you know, you deserve it. You deserve to go finish it out, and so that's what we asked them from the beginning, and that's what they did. That's what they wanted, you know. That's what this team wanted, and man, just so cool to see them celebrate after the season that we had.
In the back.
Coach, obviously we've been talking a lot about making history, and to be able to lead this team and the fact that this team achieved history and got that first bowl victory in that New Orleans Bowl, what does that mean to you?
Well, it's cool. I mean, listen, the defensive staff did a great job. I mean, if those guys could have handled it differently, and it might have went a little bit different for our defense in general. And so, you know, I was just the guy chosen, you know, to kind of step up into that chair. But I mean, this was a collective effort, and these guys will tell you that, you know. I mean, they're the ones that drove the ship, and we just tried to steer it a little bit.
Have you and the players kind of focused on the historic aspect of you know, what y'all just accomplished?
I mean, a little bit, you know, a little bit. I mean, these guys like to play ball, like to compete. That's why they're up here and doing what they're doing. So, I mean, I've always thought there's just element of that, of, you know, one more chance to get out there and do what they love to do. So, you know, but certainly, I mean, we've talked a lot about 10 wins. You know, during the season, when you get that 6th win, that's, you know, you talk about getting that 6th one to be bowl eligible. So, just what a neat ending, celebration for this team. You know, I can't imagine it going a different way.
Go ahead.
Yeah, he punted well. I mean, it was it's complimentary football. The defense has been playing lights out. I mean, getting the turnovers is incredible. Special teams are solid. So, offensively, we didn't run the ball very well today, but I mean, they played us a little bit different than I thought they might, and they were pretty loose. And so, I think that's why you saw what you saw in the pass game. But man, it's just fun. It's fun to compliment each other. It's fun to see all the different phases and different guys playing well and finishing this thing off the right way.
Jalen's pick six there to open the game. Really, just what kind of boost did it give the entire team?
Oh, it's huge. It feels a lot like the Rice game, starting out with boom, boom. And, it can really change the complexion of the whole game. And that's kind of what it did. I mean, I didn't even see it. I don't remember what I was looking at, but everybody went nuts, So, and then I didn't have to call a play to get it in. Appreciate that, Jimmy. But, no, those to get a turnover in general, but to start the game with the turnover and 6 points, I mean, that's huge.
Coach, you kind of felt like Georgia Southern really swung momentum going into the fourth quarter. What did you say to the guys? Just kind of their leadership throughout the fourth quarter to bring it home? Yeah,
it was. I mean, we hit the quarter and flipped ends and whatever it was, 88 yards. I mean, we talked about it out there, and the guys were fired up. Let's go get the momentum back. Let's go 90 right here and get this momentum back, and that's what we did, and we were able to hang on.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it's cool to see it all come full circle. There was a lot of guys. We on this team we had a bunch of guys that have been here through the FCS, the championship, and then through the transition years, which were tough, and last year, and then we had a really cool mix of new guys. New coaches and new players, and number one, they bought into the vision that we had, the momentum that we finished the year with. And they believed in that vision, and then how quickly they became a part of this team. I mean, and these two guys just immediately, from the weight room to just freaking hanging around the office and talking it up. I mean, it was a neat mixture, and that's kind of what college football is now, and that's what you saw this year.
Anyone else? Just a point of clarification, it was 14 straight completions. I think it was announced earlier differently, but 14 straight completions, and it ties a bowl record. It's actually ties a record for any bowl in this stadium. And 2 interceptions for Jaylon, and the 5 team takeaways both tied bowl records.
I didn't know that.
Good job, man.
Gentlemen, congrats.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.
If you ain't a cat,
You ain't.
You can take your son. You can take your son. Yeah, take it.